It's opened up about 2 minutes ago, and you see, as soon as we opened up, we just started digging into this 4 hour fair value gap that was down here. We did have some good movement through the Asia session, so just trying to process what that movement really meant. So we're going to give it time. I think I'm bearish for the day, to be honest with you guys, or maybe expecting a little bit more of a dig before we actually flip back around and start looking for longs. But we shall see. I think we have, like, different areas of imbalances on both sides of this. We have, previous highs and this fair value gap that's sitting up here. But then we also have this 4 hour fair value gap. Then we have another 4 hour fair value gap down here as well. Switch it so you guys can see it. Yeah, we have both of these 4 hour fair value gaps. Um, and you can see this white line was also tapping into a fair value gap. That was the start of a fair value gap. So kind of in a weird position right now. So I kind of want to get a little bit more information before fully deciding how I want to take this. As you can see, we took this London low, but something's telling me that we're gonna keep this Asia low intact. I feel like we're just gonna trade a little bit deeper in this fair value gap, and then probably find a way to go back long. And then I would, if I did get into this for longs, I would want to try and target the opposite side of this 4 hour fair value gap up here. Or I don't know if this is a 4 hour, but just the other side of this gap on the top side. I think they might start buying up here. I'm just trying to make sure that they're not setting us up for one more dig down, but I think I'm liking the long so far. We'll go ahead and get in. Keep my stop right here at the bottom of this. That move down. So I'm thinking we should be able to at least come to the other side of this gap right here, or maybe even this area of liquidity up here. So I'm just go ahead and put an order there. Sell limit. Got in a little bit late, but we'll see what happens. So it looks like we went ahead and created the New York AM low with that move down, which was also in this regular trade hours gap, regular trading hour gap. So I'm putting my stop below that. I don't want to let I really wouldn't want to let it come all the way back to my entry or to my stop, really. Probably give it maybe like 100 or something. Yeah, it's not looking good anymore. Still gonna give it a second. It should be our swing low on this 1 minute. See if that can stay intact. So one thing that I am liking that we are creating bullish, structure. So we're creating bullish fair value gaps where there's holding up like this one here, and then this small one here on the 1 minute. Just gotta watch this closely to see what's going on. Looks like we should be getting ready to invert this 5 minute bearish fair value gap. Got 5 seconds in that candle. So we'll see how that closes. Yeah, we closed up above it. So we probably can expect price to come back into it a little bit to retest to see if it really wants to keep pushing higher. So we also have this 5 minute fair value gap that was never tapped. Well, it looks like it was slightly tapped maybe. Yeah, actually it was, but I also think it's a 15 minute altogether that wasn't tapped, but I'm still thinking we're gonna push through that and try to test the opposite side of this big gap that we have right here. So let's see what gap this really is because I don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, so it was a 4 hour. This is a 4 hour bearish fair value gap that we're trading in right now. So like I was saying, I think we're gonna trade out top of that and then see we have this like visible imbalance right here that price might want to reach up into. And as you can see, the 4 hour is flipping back bullish slightly. We're coming back to retest the Asia highs again. But I mean, with this amount of energy, I'm thinking that we should be able to push through this with no problem. But anything can happen. It's sitting nice right now. So we're flying through that fair value gap that I mentioned earlier. Let's make sure we can get some closure up above it. And I'm gonna go ahead and move my stop up, of course, to this swing low. I mean, I probably could. I'd probably be safe to just put it at break even, but I'll just keep it right there. And then, I mean, I should close it out before we get anywhere near break even. But this looks pretty decent for right now. I love this bullish 15-minute candle. So as long as we can just keep that energy for a little bit longer, we should be good. Like I was saying, I want to see us come and test the top end of this. Possibly, this is the area of liquidity that I'm thinking we're probably coming for. And I mean, we may even go higher than that, but let's see. We do, I think we have like FOMC tomorrow. So, like right before that, sometimes we get like crazy movements. Like it could just do this and then completely flip back around. But we shall see because we still have the Asia low intact, right? And we pretty much swept London high and the Asia high kind of outside of sessions. So New York session is really given the volatility and has all the participation. So, with it being up here, we could reverse at any moment. So we need to just see continued candle closures, continued displacement. Oh, dang, don't do me like that. Okay. But yeah, we just want to see continued like displacement, bullish energy. Of course, we're going to get some type of pullback at some point, right? But we do have this 5 minute fair value gap. After this candle is able to like close above this previous high, we could expect some type of pullback to maybe get some more people into the trade and then take us to the final destination. But I'd prefer for it to happen right now if we could get it like in the next couple minutes for us to just go to TP without the pullback. That'll be lit. But ain't no telling, man. So we got 3 minutes left in this fifth 5 minute. Um, Still looking really good so far. I really want to see us come up above at least this 4 hour fair value gap and trade up here. That's when I think I'll really start paying a little bit closer attention for reversals or anything. But as you can see, this looks really good so far. We have 2 minutes left in this 1 hour candle. Yeah, we got the same amount of time in the 1 hour, 4 hour. And I'm pretty sure like the 15 minute and maybe the 5 minute. So these are all the ending candles for all of those time frames. All right, 1 minute left. Going on, Scott Farman. So it looks like the new candles opened up and we went and swept this top side, buy side liquidity and then started selling off a little bit. But this 15 minute candle, it looks like we're a pretty strong bullish trend right now. So I'm gonna hold tight. Will move my stop up to break even at this point, maybe a little bit above it, of course. But I shouldn't even be letting it come all the way back down there anyway. So it's valid for us to possibly come back and retest the Asia high or the London high, which I believe that's what it kind of did right there. Let me make sure real quick. No, so this is the London high right here. I'm gonna just add it in there so we can see it. Yeah, so the London high is paired up with that with this inverted fair value gap. So, if we come back to test that, that's pretty valid. I'm thinking that we push up higher. Yeah, that's still a valid trade right there, Scott Farman. Yeah, because we did dig into that regular trading hours pretty decent. You said 50%, right? I think it did get there, right? Yep, the 50%, yep. That was a good one. Oh yeah, you should have held on to that one. You closed it out a little early. Yeah, I meant to get in like right where your exit was. Well, that's probably like right here is where I was thinking of getting in. But actually, honestly, like more so down here, once we started trading up above this red candle, I was thinking about getting in, but I just had to tell myself to be a little bit patient. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get to this target before like 10:30. Because after 10:30, I've been realizing that I really don't want to be in my trades anymore. A lot of times we start setting up for reversals or just consolidating. Man, it takes time. It takes time, especially when you get burnt enough, like, taking losing trades or just watching it go up and then they come all the way back, just trying to lock in them profits. But sometimes you just got to sit back and let it do its thing. Yeah, so really TP should for me be like right outside this 4 hour fair value gap. I want to see us trade out of it. But we do have this area of liquidity that's up here. I'm trying to see if we can get that. Got you. Yeah, around like 11:32, it definitely slows down. So like I said, I'm already expecting this pullback right here. So, either to this London high or the Asia high, somewhere around here, I want to see it catch its footing. But if it starts coming down too much, too aggressively, I'll just cut it and wait for something else to show up. So you look, this was a strong. I mean, this is a 1 minute candle too, so you just have to keep that in mind at the time frames. But if we look at this 15-minute, we sat up here and we tried for however long, but now we're back into that inverted 15-minute fair value gap, and we're getting close to testing that London high. So if we continue to fail, like say we start pushing back up and we're not able to take these previous highs, like I'll just end up closing it out. Yeah, we did have like I think it was like orange folder news today, so that's probably what's dipping us back down, possibly. But as you can see, we're starting to make our way back up here. And as long as we could come back and try and continue to make a new high, we're still sitting good. But if we just fail again, I wouldn't be, I'll just end up closing it out. I'll be happy with 600 today. It's all good. I think I lost about 600 yesterday and I was able to get my loss down to like 142 with a PM trade. But we'll see what happens today. Make a little extra or something. Definitely want us to close up above this fair value gap. So price is starting to trade back above it right now. I need to make sure that this stays up above it. This is a funded. It's not live yet. I took a little break because I lost my accounts, but we're back. So this is just a funded one. But not only that, it was the holidays. There was just a lot of stuff going on at the time. I relocated. I moved. It was a lot I had to do over the last 2 months. All right, yeah. So we're good. So like I was saying, we were gonna come back to that inverted fair value gap or retest this London high. As long as we could come back up and make new highs and not fail again, like I was mentioning, we should still be good to seek higher price. And now we're currently outside of this 4 hour fair value gap. So this would have been the original TP is what I wanted to see. But now I want to see us, especially after seeing how strong we were able to come up here. I want to see if we can at least get to 26,100. Yeah, I'm trying to build this account up so I can start trading just regular NQ instead of MNQ, but that's probably gonna take me about 2 weeks or something before I feel comfortable doing NQ, doing the micros instead of minis. Or I mean minis instead of micros. Yeah, I really want to see this stay up above here. I don't really want to see too much of back and forth right now. But again, it is valid for it to try and trade into this fair value gap and this inverted fair value gap, but don't want to see it get too bearish, if that makes sense. Yeah, I like that rejection from there. Now we can just definitely want to see this candle remain green if we can. Start pushing back up. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking too, is like, we got FOMC tomorrow, which probably accounts for a lot of this movement that we're getting right now. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end up closing it out. Yeah, I would definitely be done for today after this trade. Might get something in the PMs. I like my PM trades, but if I got this right now, I probably wouldn't even worry about the PM. Just rock with what I got so far. I like that these wicks are coming down here, but the bodies are closing up closer to the top. Back within like this range, whatever this is. So, and each candle isn't taking out the previous one. I do think it has one more push in it where we could go a little bit higher. Yeah, I like the PMs, man, because they're definitely a little bit slower pace. And you kind of see, like, you kind of just sit back, you let the mornings go, and then you come back for the PM, and you kind of see what's already happened. It's kind of easier to pinpoint what's going on. 7 p.m. Yeah, that's late. Trying to give this one a little bit of time, but I'm probably going to end up closing it out. I would never come on. Okay, I think we might be getting our push now. See if it can do it now. We finally got a closure. At least we got candle closes. So we had this one candle close up above. Two of them kind of technically closed above, and then we dipped back in, and now we're getting some more closure up above it. But definitely would have wanted to. I would want to see more energy pushing us up. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up closing this out. Let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna end up closing it up. Still think we could push up higher, but we're getting close to 1030. What's the point? I think it closed out at 1,021 or something like that. But just the way it's acting, not something that I really wanted to see. I think I closed it out at a good point. And we still have like these like some imbalances below too. Like, the 15-minute created another fair value gap down here below the London high. But I mean, what's a couple more dollars, you know what I mean? So it's like I'd rather just lock in my profits and then we'll just see what happens later on. But that was a beautiful trade. And like I said, this was supposed to be the original TP was just trading outside of this 4 hour fair value gap. I was just, shooting for that. And I mean, look, we of course we could just be pulling back again, but I think I made a good choice by just getting out where I got out. So but yeah, man, another day. So we'll see what happens during the PM. With that, I probably won't even worry about coming on the PM session. I might just, look at the charts while I'm at the gym or something and see what's going on, but no reason for me to really get in. But yeah, I think I made a good decision closing that bad boy out. And you see, we have these other like 1 minute fair value gaps. And it's, like I said, I didn't want to really be in it going back and forth right here. Like, I don't really care to sit through all of that, even though we still could potentially go up, but I'm going to just leave it at what it is. There's no point in trying to, you know what I mean, get the extra couple dollars and then lose hundreds trying to get a couple, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not worth it. But yeah, man, if anybody's watching, I hope that helped y'all. Um, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. The Discord's in the description. Copy and paste that into your web browser. Join the crew. But yeah, and I tried to upload a video to the Discord last night, but I don't know. I guess you gotta pay to upload a certain size or something. I was thinking about doing it, but I get annoyed when little softwares try to charge you for every little thing. Like it's like, come on. But I feel it though. They're trying to make their money. Everybody's trying to make their money. But yeah, that's it for today, man. We'll be back on it tomorrow. Yeah, hit me up in Discord if y'all got any other questions or anything, or on TikTok, Tippy Trades. I'm on Instagram, Tippy Trades. Everything, any type of social media. Well, I don't have a Facebook, but TikTok and Instagram for sure. All Tippy Trades. The TikTok, you'll find a lot more kind of like educational type information for more like beginners. But if you already do this, it probably might not be useful for you. But just go ahead and follow, man. And let me know it's you that you found me in the live and I'll follow you back for sure. But until then, until next time, man, y'all have a good one. And protect that capital, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll see you later, Scott Farmer. You have a good one over there. Man, I just had to come back and say that was a really good exit because I'd have been kind of mad if price was coming back down like this at this point. But that was a good exit. But all right, y'all. Till next time.